Hello everybody and happy Thursday! Welcome back to my beauty page. If this is your first time tuning in, my name's Maddie Wade and I have been in the beauty industry for 3.5 years now and I absolutely love it. So this is my passion to share all of these things with you guys. So makeup, skincare, tips, anything that I know and that I am learning, I want to share with you. So today what I'm going to be covering is I'm actually going to finish the other side of my look. So I did one eye so far. I've done one like smoky eye look over here. I'm going to finish that with you guys, so show you exactly how I did that. And I am also going to show you how exactly I do my eyebrows. So those are the two things I'm going to cover today. If you're just now hopping on or you're watching the replay, make sure you go ahead and drop down below. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're watching. Say hi. So I would love to know that you're here and where you are watching from. I love to know where you guys watch from. That's always so fun. So I am from Michigan. I'm from the Grand Rapids, Michigan area. Hello, you guys. I see some of you hopping on here. Hi. Okay, good. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get started. So today, like I said, I'm going to finish my eye look and I'm going to do my eyebrows. So let's finish my eye look first and then we'll dive into the eyebrows afterwards. So I have a couple of shadow colors that I'm going to use today with you. So let me show you first. This is my personal palette and I've got lots of eyeshadows in here, but I'm going to be using a couple eyeshadows here. So I'm going to be using this gray one right here. It's called Shadow. The one right above it I'm going to be using, which is called... Oh, hang on. I get these ones a little confused. Okay, it's Shadow, and then I'm going to be using Stormy. Okay, now let me go back here again. Then right up here, this kind of like light gray color, that one's called Cashmere Haze. I'm going to be using that one. And then the last color I'm going to use is Onyx, which is right here, which is that black color. And I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to use them, all that good stuff. Hi, you guys. Hello. So I do a weekly giveaway too, so make sure you comment down below to get entered into the weekly giveaway. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blending brush. Okay, if you guys don't have eyeshadow brushes, listen here. These are the 3 eyeshadow brushes you need. Now, mine are dirty, number 1, but number 2, my dog actually bit this one. That one's, that's why it's like a little bit, a little janky there, but that's okay. It still works great. So anyway, if you don't have eyeshadow brushes, these are the 3 eyeshadow brushes that I suggest for everybody, just because they're the ones that I use the most often. They're the ones that you're going to be able to do any eyeshadow look with. So it's the blending eyeshadow brush, the all over eyeshadow brush, and then the smudger brush. So excuse me, I've got some bad allergies today, so I really feel like I sound nasally, so hopefully I don't sound too bad over the phone, but bear with me if I sneeze or whatever. So anyway, these are the 3 eyeshadow brushes though that I absolutely love. So I'm first going to use the blending brush, and I'm going to pick up that matte, it's the darkest gray color, and it's called Shadow. I'm going to put it, let me adjust my mirror here. Okay. I'm going to put it right over in the corner of my eye. So this is what's going to give my eye kind of the darkest of the smoky look. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that shadow over there. And then I'm going to grab the Stormy that's right above it. Now the Stormy is a little bit lighter and it's also got sparkles in it, which is always fun, right? We love sparkles. And if you share this video, make sure you just let me know that you shared this video, because that means that I give you extra entries into my weekly giveaway. So I always give away 1 free item every single week. Okay, so I added that on top of there and a little bit on the inner side, and then I just blended it all out. So I never want any harsh lines, and that's why I love this big fluffy brush, is it will never leave you with any harsh lines. So you can tell though I did a little bit darker, it looks like, over on that side. So let me add a little bit more. So I just picked up a little bit more. I'm gonna put it right over in this dark, or the outside corner, because I just picked up the darker one. So the one that it was matte, called Shadow. Okay. Now that we're nice and blended, now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the next brush, which is called the All Over Shadow Brush, and I'm going to pick up Smoky Quartz, which is also shimmery, and it's lighter. You can see it's significantly lighter. It's a pretty light gray color, and I'm just going to blend that right in to all those other colors that I have going on right now. Now I'm going to take the same brush. I'm going to pick up a little bit of crystalline, which is the brightest white eyeshadow, and I'm just going to put a little bit right underneath my eyebrow. So we're going to come back to that in a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to go over eyebrows with you too, so we're going to come back to that. But anyway, I put a little bit of it right underneath there. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my all over brush one more time, or not my all over, I'm so sorry, my blending brush one more time, just make sure this is all nice and blended out, and then I'm going to take my smudger brush. So this is what's going to add the deep dark color, because I'm going to pick up the black, which is actually called onyx, but I'm going to pick up the black with my smudger brush and put it right underneath my eye. So the best way that I love to use the smudger brush is just to kind of use an eyeshadow like an eyeliner. So it just makes it look a little bit more natural, not so harsh, but it also just gives you that little bit of a dark, like a dark line underneath there, but it's not as harsh as an eyeliner. It's a little bit more natural, a little bit softer. So I love just a pop of dark color right underneath your eye. All right, next I'm going to do my eyeshadow, and then it's really going to all go together here. So in case you were wondering too, the color I have on my lips, what do you think about it? Do you like it? I'll tell you what color it is in just a second. So this is the color. Anybody have any guesses? Actually, I'm not going to tell you yet. I'm going to have you guys guess. Do you have any guesses what color this is? It's pretty. It's really, really pretty. It's one of my best sellers, so I had to show it tonight. I was like, oh, I got to show them this color on. All right, so first, while you guys are guessing on what lipstick color that is, I am going to take my eyelash primer, and I'm going to put a little bit on my eyelashes up here. So the eyelash primer, if you have not tried this yet, you got to try it. It's only $15, so it's the same price as our eyeliner, or I'm so sorry, our mascaras. So excuse me, it is the same price as all of our mascaras, except the Lash Aroma is $16 and the Lash Intensity is $18. So those ones are a little bit more, but generally most of our mascaras are $15. So $15 for this lash primer, and it is fantastic. It's gonna keep the mascara on your lashes rather than it kind of like flaking underneath. It's also gonna add vitamins to your eyelashes. Oh my gosh, we need all the vitamins on our eyelashes, because otherwise our eyelashes don't want to grow and they're not as healthy. So we want to keep them as healthy as possible. All right, so my favorite mascara combination right now is Lash Intensity mixed with Lash Aroma. So I'm going to show you why. First, I'm going to put on my Lash Intensity. I just put on one coat of the Lash Intensity. And make sure you are always, always, always replacing your eyeliners, mascaras, and lash primers every 3 months. Every 3 months. It's so important because they harbor so much bacteria, especially since they're so close to our eye all the time. You know, we're constantly using these. A lot of times we're using these daily, and our eyes hold so much bacteria. So we want to make sure that we swap these products out so that we don't get lash mites and we don't get those little, you know, those little white bumps that you get on your eyelashes that hurt and they itch and like all those terrible things, right? We don't want those. So we can prevent those though if we switch out our eye products often enough and we cleanse our eyes the proper way. Okay, nobody's gotten this right yet, so I'm gonna show you again. What color do you guys think I have on my lips tonight? It's okay, I saw somebody say plum, so it's more of like a reddish, I would say. A little bit more of like a reddish berry color, okay? I'm gonna give you a little hint, so I'll give you guys a few more minutes to guess on what you think that is. The reddish berry color. So anyway, now I'm just going to give this just a second to kind of dry on my eyelashes. And while I let it dry, what I'm going to do is I'm going to comb out my eyebrows. So I'm going to show you my eyebrow routine tonight. So first thing I always do is I always brush out my eyebrows. So the reason I do this is, one, sometimes it's kind of crazy, but they get really tangled up there. They get really tangled and you wouldn't even know it until you start to brush them out and you're like, oh my goodness, okay, I'm glad I didn't put it on the way that I had them, because they're not even laying flat. So make sure you at least are putting your eyebrows where you want your eyebrows to be. So put that hair exactly where you want it to be. My eyes tell me by watering is the mascara. Does it? Yes. Okay. So your eyes will tell you by the watering. I actually just recently started. It's called a mascara club, and it is going to be, it's a subscription based, like thing that you can sign up for, and it will replace your mascaras every 3 months. So then you don't have to wait until your mascara tells you, because I hated that feeling. Like, that was my least favorite thing, is when all of a sudden my eyes would start watering and they'd itch so bad, and I was like, ooh, when was the last time I replaced this? Like 6 months ago? All of a sudden it would be 6 months and I'm like, got those white little dots on my eyes and they itch and they hurt, and I'm like, okay, I need to be better about this. So I started to be better myself. I held myself accountable, but it's really hard when you get busy. Like, I know this is not all of your full-time careers, so this is my full-time career, so I'm happy to help. But I did recently start a subscriptions-based business, so for mascaras, lash primers, whatever you want. But anyway, for the mascara needs in your life, if you want the link for that, just let me know. But there are a couple links up in the description too. There's a link for shopping, so that if you want any of these products that I'm going over today, you can purchase them off my site. There's a link up there to join my email list, so you never miss out on anything that I'm doing. And then there's also a link up there for my beauty box. I'm gonna tell you all about my beauty box at the end, but man, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out on my beauty box. They're so fun, and they're my favorite thing, I think, in my entire business. I love my beauty boxes. So next, what I'm going to do though is I'm going to do my lash fan aroma. So I'm just going to put on one coat right now, and then I'll come back to it in a second. I'll finish it with a second coat too. But I love the Lash Fan Aroma mascara. So if you love Lash Love, it's got the same formula as Lash Love. It's just a different bristle. So the brush is different. Let me show you. The brush here, you can see it's kind of like, it's like a little bit thicker here. It goes a little bit thinner in the middle, and it's a little bit thicker at the end. So you can see it kind of grabs onto your eyelashes a little bit differently than like the Lash Love one has. Just, they're all the same size. So this allows it to grab all the bristle, or all of your lashes with these bristles. So I'll do one more coat, and then I'll be all done with my eyes. And this is a pretty quick and easy smoky eye. I remember being so terrified when I heard like, oh, try a smoky eye out. I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds so terrifying. It's so terrifying. But I think the smoky eye that I showed you guys tonight is easy for anybody to complete, just because it's only a couple colors, but also it's nothing too intricate. So whenever you guys are trying out a smoky eye, and it can be like a pink smoky eye even, where it's a little bit darker on the outside with pinks and lighter on the inside, don't be afraid to add a little bit extra color. And if you decide you don't like it, just remove it with the oil-free eye makeup remover. That's why it's fun, is because you can take it off so quickly, so easily. So don't worry about making a mistake. I can't tell you how many mistakes I make all the time when I'm doing my makeup. Even on here, you guys have seen me. I'm like trying to correct something that I screwed up. And I think that's the beauty of makeup though, is it's so fun. You can tailor it to your personality, and you can tailor it to exactly what you can kind of like change things too. If you have hooded eyes, you can make your eyes look a little bit bigger. If you have really wide set eyes, you can make them look a little bit closer together. It's cool how makeup is just, it's so different for every single person. So anyway, don't be afraid to add a little bit extra color, and just remove it if you don't like it. The other thing is I always add colors on top of colors all the time. So if I thought, oh, that's a little bit dark, I would just throw a lighter color right on top of there. So don't be afraid to kind of mix things up. All right, so I'm going to tell you what color lipstick this is first before we move on to the eyebrows. So this color is Appleberry. This is Appleberry lipstick, and it's so beautiful. It's one of my best sellers. I know a lot of my customers love this color. If you love a berry color, I'm really quite pale, I would say, or quite ivory, so it shows up a lot on me. There are so many people though that this color looks just really like natural and nude on too. So it's so fun. I love lipsticks. I love to try out the different colors with you guys. But have you tried Appleberry before? I'm sure a couple of you who are watching right now have tried Appleberry. All right, so now I'm on to the eyebrows. One last time, I'm going to brush through these. And then I'm going to use, so this is a Mary Kay tool as well. It either has the eyebrow brush on this side, and then it has the eyeliner brush on that side. So you can use it for like eyeshadows or anything like that to make a really distinct straight line. Okay, next I'm going to be using the dark blonde eyebrow pencil. And when you order these, I suggest ordering 2 because you don't know when it's gonna run out since it's in this dark container. So order 2 at a time and just keep one on extra all the time. So then when you get to the second one, you're like, hey Maddie, I need 2 more eyeliner, or I need 2 more eyebrow pencils. I promise it's gonna prevent you from all of a sudden being like, oh, I don't have an eyebrow pencil. What do I do? So anyway, let me show you how awesome this is. So how I like to do this is I like to start on the bottom first. And you want to make tiny, tiny little dashes. Okay, so I made the first line, and now I'm going to go do the same thing on the other eye. And these pencils and the tint, I'm going to show you the eyebrow tint in a second too, but the pencils and the tint all come in blonde, dark blonde, brunette, and dark brunette. So they come in 4 different shades, so you get to kind of match it to your hair color and your complexion color. Next, I'm going to go right up above. You can do the same thing. Tiny little dashes. All right, and the same thing in the other eye. And you know, my eyebrows are super flat. So if you look at my natural eyebrows, they're very, very flat, but you can always add a little bit of an arc. So there's no reason that you cannot draw in a little bit of an arc out here to connect down. I know I do it every single day. I'm always adding a little bit of an arc. And plus, the cool thing is with your eyebrows, you can kind of train your eyebrows too. So when I first started doing my makeup in general, I had very, very flat eyebrows. I had no like arch at all. So over the years though, what I've been working on is when I tweeze my eyebrows, I'm tweezing in the areas that are like right underneath, creating myself a little bit more of an arch. So you can kind of train your eyebrows just like you can train your hair. You know how sometimes like your hair wants to stick out one way and you have to train it to kind of stay down and like go the other way or whatever. You can do the same thing with your eyebrows. So draw them in until you have the perfect shape, and then once you have the perfect shape, then you can just outline. All right, so now I'm just gonna fill in. Make sure I don't have any holes. All right, and then this weekend is Halloween, so I would love to know, what are you dressing up for Halloween? Are your kids dressing up for Halloween? What are you guys gonna be? Do you guys go trick-or-treating? Like, tell me in the comments all about your traditions, because I love those kind of traditions. They're so fun. Today, I tried on my dog's costume for the first time for Sunday. So you're going to have to wait to see what it is, but it's really funny. You guys are going to love it. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. He's really funny. Ever since he was a puppy, I've been putting him in costumes and like sweaters and shirts and sweatshirts and all those things, because he's just a little dog. And plus he gets cold. So he likes the sweaters and things like that. But he was so funny today. I had the costume sitting on our bench downstairs, like in our living area, and he wanted to put it on. He pulled it off the bench and he was playing with it. He really wanted to try it on. So are you guys going trick-or-treating? Are you dressing up, or are you kids dressing up? I would love to know. Okay, and then next I'm going to use this brow tint. So again, it's in dark blonde, and I'm just going to run this through my eyebrows. You can use these separately too. My favorite way is just to use them together. But you can absolutely use these two separately as well. You can just use the tint, or you can just use the liner. But I love the liner to kind of outline my eyebrows, give them the definition that I want. And then I go back through and make sure that they're fully filled in with the tint. The other thing I like about the tint is this little bristles that it has. It catches all those hairs, so it really makes it look very natural. So anyway, there's my eyebrows. So eyebrows are all done. My eyes, my eyeshadow is all done. Everything that I was going to demo for you guys tonight is all done. The only things that I wanted to remind you of is, like I said before, up in the description, you can find all the links. So the shopping link, to join my email list, and to purchase my beauty box. So let me tell you about the beauty box. Oh, first, let me actually spray my face first. So this is the makeup finishing spray. It's like hairspray for your face. So it's going to keep your makeup on your face for like hours longer than if you didn't put anything on there. So I want you to really think of it as hairspray. So the best way that I like to do it is I like to spray in like an X, and then I spray in a T. So I squirt it. I'll show you. I squirt it twice during the X and then twice during the T. So it's just kind of like, I feel like that motion gives it a little bit more like all over your face rather than just spraying it straight on. But anyway, hairspray for your face is super, super important. It's only 18 bucks. It'll last you forever too. Okay, so then like I was saying, my beauty box, oh my goodness, this month it is comfy. That's the theme. So every single month I do a beauty box. Last month was spooky. It was fun. It was all for Halloween. It was lots of masks in there. There was even a little look if you wanted to try something out for Halloween, like a makeup look. In this next box, it's comfy. So that's the theme. It has 3 full-size items in there and lots of samples. It's a good one. It's a really, really good one. I can tell you there is maybe some fuzzy socks in there, which I love. Fuzzy socks. Come winter and like fall time, fuzzy socks are my jam. Like I want to wear them all the time. So anyway, I made this box specific for the upcoming season. So the winter, the fall seasons, and to make it as comfortable as possible, as comfy as possible, and some items that you're just going to need for the upcoming season. So anyway, up above is the beauty box link so that you can go ahead and order that. All of those need to be ordered by the 15th of November because I ship them out on the 16th of November. And I think the best thing about my box is I actually do an exclusive video walking you through everything that's in the box. You get that link in your email. And that link, it shows you everything that's in the box and exactly how I would use it. So then you never wonder, like, oh, how would I use this eyeshadow, or how should I use this lipstick or moisturizing stick or whatever the heck I put in there. That's how you can kind of get the insight and the extra tips and all that good stuff. So make sure you get that box. It's so fun. And our winner from last week, so like I said, make sure you comment down below, you share this video. If you share it, make sure you comment and just say, hey, I shared, just so that I know that I'm going to double your entries this week. But our winner from last week is Brenda Hansinger. So congratulations, Brenda. Be keeping an eye out because I send you a full-size free item in the mail for being my winner of the week. So congratulations, Brenda, and I cannot wait to see who our winner is next week. So make sure you comment and share. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me on here. It means the world to me, and I always love Thursday nights so much. So thank you for spending these with me, and I hope you learned a little something tonight with our Smoky Eye and brow tutorial.